Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name's Don Shade. Now, in the last episode, we started to get into you calculating your budget and how much money you have left at the end of the month. And let me assume for this podcast that you're somebody that has good credit. Now, if you don't have good credit, it's not a big deal. We can work around it. But just let me work with the people here that have credit card availability and just need a little bit of guidance on how to get themselves set up. What I want you to do, as you write down your credit card bills on the paper that I talked to you about as far as taking care of your budget, I want you to start with the smallest one first as you look over all the balances that you owe. And what we're looking to do here, remember how I told you when you're setting goals, you want to move the target close so you know what it feels like to win? The first thing we want to do is possibly look at paying off that card with the lowest balance on it. And that will give you one free and clear credit card. Now, the reason we want that free and clear credit card is so that you can run traffic with it online to your new business. But outside of that, along with walking you down the path to $1 million a year income, we're also going to teach you how to manage money and be good to the point that you don't have to worry about how you're spending your money. You're already going to be trained of the way a millionaire thinks and the way they spend money. And one of the things that I had to do when I was starting out, I really had to make a lot of changes because I was blowing a lot of money that I didn't realize. I spent it on day-to-day life. And what I'll challenge you to do here is this. Look at your card with the smallest balance. And we want to get one free and clear credit card that we can use just for your business for running traffic online. So, are you in a position that you can transfer that balance onto another card or maybe pay it off? I don't want you to be in a position where you run yourself short money-wise. That isn't the goal of this exercise. But what we are going to do as far as building you wealth is we're also going to teach you how to get out of debt and not blow as much money as you've been blowing. Because I'll tell you this, if you would get a pocket notebook and you would write down every penny that you spend for 30 days in that notebook, and be honest with yourself, you'd be amazed at how much money you're wasting on a daily basis. Are you stopping at a convenience store on the way to work and getting a coffee? Are you somebody that smokes cigarettes? Or the new thing is somebody that vapes? I don't know what that costs, or I'm too cheap to smoke now. So that was one of the big changes that I made in life, along with some other things. But if you take a pocket notebook and for 30 days you write down every single penny that you spend, no matter how you spend it, nobody's going to see it other than you. But what I want you to do is be able to look back over it and say, man, I didn't realize that I'm spending $100 a month on this or that, or just whatever it is. I guarantee you this is an eye-opening exercise. But it's the first step of you building real wealth, because what it comes down to is this. If you can't manage little money, all big money is going to do is magnify the problem. So I want you to learn to manage the money that you have right now so that when we start really increasing your income, you'll be prepared to handle it and you'll have the millionaire mindset. That's all I have for this episode. We'll see you on the next episode of The Money Wheel.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.